What do you think of when you think of perfectionism? Hard and determined workers? Achievement? High quality? Success? Well, think again. Because perfectionism is, more often than not, procrastination, fear of failure, constant dissatisfaction, and worrying about approval of others. Well, at least that's what it was for me. A year ago or so, I picked up 3D modeling and programming as a hobby, and I absolutely loved it. Except when I actually had to sit down and work on it, I froze. I mean, can you imagine how much time this would take to model? And check out the thickness of the JavaScript book. But truth be told, it wasn't about how hard it was. It was all about my perfectionism and the perfect picture of how I should do it, and where I should do it, and when, and what the result should be. Perfectly unachievable perfection. So, when I saw Stephen Guy's How to Be an Imperfectionist book, I thought, I'll give it a try. So let me tell you what happened after that. First off, Stephen Guy lays out the mechanism of perfectionism and explains why it creates a mess out of our best intentions and goals. To start with, perfectionism is actually a protective psychological strategy. So isn't that a good thing then? Well, when we really love or desire something, we fear failing at it. And perfectionism keeps us psychologically safe. I mean, if you don't do it at all, you can't fail, right? So, here is the main problem then. Perfectionism prompts procrastination and inaction. But the action is what prompts further action. And if you want to achieve something, we have to act and fail. And the more, the better. Perfectionism puts a huge cross mark on action for the sake of feeling safe. Now, we can be perfectionistic about quantity, quality, and context. Here is an easy example. I have to work out for an hour. Anything less than that doesn't count. I have to do weightlifting in a gym. A whole workout is not good at all. I feel tired, so I can't work out well today. And there you have it, a typical perfectionist on working out. So, all of this was something I experienced with my programming and modeling hobby. I decided to take action based on the practical advice I found in the book, and this is what happened. First, I realized that oftentimes unrealistic expectations hold me back. I'm gonna make my model 100% realistic on the first try. I'm gonna learn all about JavaScript objects tonight. Guess what? Not happening. So instead, I decided to define success as binary, making failing really hard. That is, I changed my goals from I'm gonna create a masterpiece in 5 hours into I will work for 30 minutes today, and tomorrow, and every day. What I accomplished during those 30 minutes doesn't really matter. If I cross that finish line, I win. I tracked my progress based on this approach for a month, and you know what? I got more done in a month than in the past year. Because working for 30 minutes was not daunting, and I always worked more than that. Conclusion? Binary successes for the win. Then, I started working on so-called procedural thinking, and that is, thinking one step at a time. Instead of thinking, I have to learn all about JavaScript, I thought, alright, today I'm learning about conditionals. Tomorrow I'm learning about loops, and then I'll tackle functions. One baby step at a time. Guess what? It got me through the basics of JavaScript in no time, and I keep learning more and more about the advanced stuff now. Finally, I decided to confront my fear of making mistakes. Because, let's face it, we all want big, flashy success that we can show off and be proud of. But if you think about success as a one-time achievement, this won't get you far. Rather, defining constant progress as success should be a priority. Learning to take pride in small achievements that pave my way to growth has been the biggest challenge of all, and I'm still working on it. But now I can proudly show you my modeling and programming progress without the fear of being judged. My creations and my work are not perfect, but little do I care about that since it got me so much further in my skill level. Take a look at my progress over a month of work. In modeling, it resulted in 3 complex models that are still in progress, and in programming, in independent problem solving by taking on the small daily coding challenges. So here I am, more skilled, happier, less doubtful, and a convinced imperfectionist. This book taught me how to do what I love without the fear of being imperfect, and in fact, how to embrace imperfection and make it work for me. If you feel like perfectionism holds you back, give this book a try, and get ready to embrace your imperfect self. Good luck!